Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got our manga haul for week 1 of April. Although some of these boxes, I think this big one came at the end of last week. So about a week and a half worth of manga here. And I know for a fact there are some Blu-rays in some of these boxes. So as always, I'll take those out of this haul and include them in a separate haul for Blu-rays. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into these. I'm gonna start with the smaller ones here. So let's get this out of the way. I think that's enough space. And you know what? I realized something's missing here. So let me go get something really quick and I'll come back in a bit. All right, there we go. That's much better. I was missing my Kurama. He's always in the background on these manga hauls, so I had to bring him back here. Just for those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, I did sell my old desk. So my filming location will be changing for future videos. I think for now I'll be filming here. This is a temporary desk that I have here that my wife found. This was gonna be her desk, but for now I'm using it until I fix up my new office, which is actually gonna be back there. So once I have that office ready, which will probably take a while, for now we will be filming here. So yeah, now let's get into these boxes here, starting with this one right here. Open it up. All right, haven't showed the Rightstuf packaging for a while, but they always do a really good job. All right, there we go. So I was missing volume 25. For some reason, I thought that I had forgot to order it, but yeah, you guys saw in my last haul that I picked up the rest of Food Wars, and when I put them on my shelf, I realized that I was missing volume 25. So here it is. Thankfully, I did purchase it because I was a little bit worried there that I hadn't bought it and I would have to wait until the next time this series goes on sale. But here it is. Glad to have it. Let's move on to the next box. All right, next up, we got this little box right here. All right, so 2 pre-orders here. I pre-ordered these a while back during the Yen Press sale. So we got volume 2 of 86. I've already talked about this one before. I did get volume 1 in. Pretty excited about this one. I decided to pick it up because I heard that the anime was announced, and I heard that actually the light novel was really good for this one. So I want to check out the manga, make sure to read this one before I end up watching the anime. And then this one right here, here's just another Ecchi series that I picked up. So yeah, parental advisory warning there. It does contain explicit content. It is wrapped up in this plastic wrap, and it is mature, so not for you younger readers out there. So yeah, don't judge me. I do like my Ecchi manga, and hopefully this is a good one. All right, decided to set those down like that because they kept falling over. But the next box here, I actually picked this one up thanks to a subscriber who notified me that this was in stock at this specific location. What was the website called? Let me look it up and I'll come back. All right, so I just checked our Instagram messages with that subscriber, and his name was David Rivera. So thank you, David, for notifying me of this sale. And the website that I was able to pick this up from was Atomic Empire, which is something that I had never heard of. But they do sell their manga for retail price, but this is one that I believe is going out of print, and I'm glad that I was finally able to pick it up. Still missing a few more volumes from this series, but let me go ahead and open this one up and show you which one I picked up. All right, so good packaging from Atomic Empire. Definitely a lot of padding here for this one volume of manga. And there it is. If you guys can see that, it is Triage X Volume 7. So I believe now I'm still missing Volume 4 and Volume 5. And I think that's it. So yeah, if you guys ever find those, definitely let me know. I am willing to pay at least retail price for them. Nothing too crazy, although I haven't even seen those 2 volumes on eBay for ridiculous prices. It seems like just nobody wants to get rid of them, and I can't find them anywhere. But yeah, thankfully I now have volume 7, which again, another Ecchi series. It is wrapped in plastic, and these covers are always really nice for this series. I can't wait to own it all. Hopefully I can find those last 2 volumes. Alright, now moving into the last of these smaller boxes. This one I did already open up. This is one that I received at the end of last week, and I wanted to see what was in there because I was waiting for something, and I wanted to see if this was the thing that I was waiting for, and it wasn't it, so I just opened it up and I realized that it was manga and Blu-rays. So I just put everything back in there, and yeah, that's why it's open. So now let's take it out of the box. So there is a Blu-ray in here, so I'll just take out the manga. Never mind, I lied. These were both manga. So we have the Quintessential Quintuplets, Volume 13, which I'm really excited about. I'm definitely going to be reading this one probably as soon as I'm done recording this video, because I usually read these as soon as I get them. This is one of my new favorite series, and I've talked about it a lot recently. I've made a bunch of videos of the Quintessential Quintuplets, and just recently, this past Friday, for my Figure Friday, I did my first unboxing of the Kotobukiyo 1/8 scale Ichika Nakano. So if you guys are interested, haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link up here so you guys can check it out. Definitely a great figure, so if you guys are into this series, I would definitely suggest picking those figures up. But yeah, won't talk about this series too much here, since I've already talked about it a lot, but I love it and I can't wait to get into this volume. Oh, by the way, let's take a quick closer look at this one, because apparently this is going to be the bride that Uesugi ends up marrying. So let's see if we can figure out who it is. Alright, so can't tell from anything down here. Let's take a closer look at the face. And gosh, I don't know. I mean, by the hair color, I can definitely tell that it's either Miku, which I doubt, Itsuki, or Nino, but I really doubt it's Nino either. And I was thinking that it might be Itsuki. Back a couple of videos ago, I predicted that he might end up with Itsuki, but based off the last recent volumes, I think it might actually be Yotsuba. And yeah, I mean, the hair color, they could just paint that, so it really could be anyone. And then as far as the flowers go here, I think Itsuki and Nino have sort of the reddish and pink color tones on their manga volumes. So kind of leads me to believe that it might be Itsuki, but who knows? I guess I'll find out. We're getting closer and closer to the end. This is the second to last volumes. The next volume will be the last one. So, all right. What do you guys think? For those of you who haven't read ahead in the manga, who do you think Uesugi is going to end up with? I'm still kind of leaning towards Itsuki, but if it's not her, it might be Yotsuba. Alright, and then the next volume that I picked up here is Inside Mari Volume 7. This one I actually ordered a long time ago, back when, I think it was even during the holiday sales. This one was on sale during the holiday sales, and I picked it up back then, and I'm finally getting into it. This is another Shuzo Oshimi title, which I loved. Happiness. Since this one's still ongoing, I'm not going to start reading this one. My next series that I'm going to plan to read from Shuzo Oshimi is Flowers of Evil. But I'm thinking after I'm done with that, I might start Inside Mari, since I believe it's the next series that has the most number of volumes. So yeah, heard great things about this one. It has awesome artwork by Shuzo Oshimi. I love his art style. It's not quite the same as Happiness. I really loved the art style in Happiness. They had a bunch of that hatching art style, and I thought it looked really nice. But Meet the Weeb family does recommend this one highly, so I'm excited to check this one out. All right, lastly, we're getting into this big box, which I also forgot what could be in here, so let's open it up and find out. All right, so we do have some Blu-rays in here, so let me take those all out and then I'll show you guys just the manga. Alright, so most of it in here was actually Blu-rays. It was a lot of stuff that I picked up during the Sentai Filmworks sale that I'll be selling on my Mercari shop. It was just a really good price not to buy them and resell them. So yeah, I'll be having a lot of that stuff posted on my Mercari shop pretty soon. But now let's go into the few manga that was left over in here. Starting off with this manga right here that I've heard nothing but great things about, at least for the artwork. I've heard that the art is amazing in this one, which I'm a big fan of art in manga, so if the art is good, it's a pretty good chance that I'll enjoy the manga. So you guys can see here, even the covers look really nice. So like if I close up here, you can see a lot of the definition, a lot of details. They use a lot of bold black borders around around the whole drawing really. So yeah, so far I'm really liking it just based off of the covers here. But let's open up volume 1 and take a look at the first few pages here. Alright, so here's what the artwork looks inside. Let me just flip through a few more pages just to see if we see something a bit more impressive. Alright, so I didn't flip to any of the really great artwork, but I have seen some images on Instagram of some really amazing panels, so I'm sure I have some great stuff in store for me here. But yeah, pick these up. I think this might have been from a daily deal because I only picked up volume 1 and 2. Usually when I only pick up 1, 2, or 3 volumes, they're usually from either daily deals or from one of their Wednesday deals that Rightstuf has. So yeah, Witch Hat Atelier. I've heard people pronounce that differently, but the way I read it, it's Atelier. And man, just notice that there is a bit of damage here on this spine, so that does suck. Alright, and then the last thing that I picked up here is Real Account. I got volumes 1, 2, 8, and then this huge omnibus which contains volumes 9, 10, and 11. And it's weird here, they put these lines here to make it look, I guess, like single volumes on the shelf, which I think is pretty weird. But I guess it does do the job because when I put them next to each other, it doesn't even look like an omnibus. It does look like 3 different volumes there. But this series was recently hyped up for me because Manga Z-chan recently raved about this series in her recent manga reading log. I believe she only read chapter 1, but with chapter 1, she already realized that this was going to be a great series. So that got me really excited to read this one. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up the whole series. This was, I believe, from a weekend sale that Rightstuf was having. So they didn't have the whole series on sale. They only had these volumes on sale. So have a huge gap in the middle. But I do plan to pick up the rest eventually once they go on sale because I have a feeling that I'm going to really enjoy this one. But let's go ahead and quickly take a look at the covers. So here is volume 1, volume 2, volume 8, and then volume 9, 10, and 11. So yeah, originally I think I picked this one up based off of East Coast Manga's recommendation. He talked about this one a long time ago in one of his videos, and when I saw it on sale recently, I remembered that old video and I decided to pick it up. But then now recently with Manga Z-chan, she just got me more hyped up for it. So yeah, probably won't, I don't want to start reading it until I get the rest of those volumes. So for now, I'll just keep these on the shelf until I get the rest of the volumes, because I feel like this is one that I'm really going to enjoy and that I'm going to want to keep reading, and I don't just want to stop at 2 volumes. So yeah, for now, I just have these few volumes, and that'll be it for this week's manga haul. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about these pickups right here. If you guys have read any of these, definitely let me know your thoughts. And man, I just realized this Quintessential Quintuplets Volume 13 has some really bad damage here on the top, which really sucks. It's gonna look pretty bad there in the shelf with the rest of the volumes. But I guess there's nothing I can do. But yeah, that's actually the one that I'm most excited about, and I'm gonna read it as soon as I'm done recording this video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.